So again, welcome. Good morning. Happy Friday. It's Judith. It's a 30-minute chair yoga express class. All you really need for this class would be your body and a chair, no arms, preferably for sure, and definitely no wheels on the chair. So this is a standard metal folding chair. It's got some upholstery on it, which softens it up a bit, but the legs are nice and wide and you'll have a nice stable base if you start pushing on it. Should you have a yoga mat, great. You could put this chair on your mat. So that's a sticky mat. So hopefully that won't move if you start pushing on it. And then another option would be to take the back legs of a chair, place it where the wall and the floor meet, or the wall and the baseboard meet. So then if you start pushing on that chair, you know it's not going to move. We just don't want anybody to fall. All right. And if you should have other props, these are optional. And if you don't have them, don't panic. Yoga blocks are great to have as a little assist, arm extenders, a yoga strap perhaps. And this is easy to substitute. For blocks, you could substitute with two canned goods of equal size and weight. A strap could be a dog leash, a belt, a scarf, a bathrobe tie, very easy. And should you have hand weights, this is a set of 1-pounders, very light. I'd say nothing heavier than 2 pounds for this class. And if you don't have them, don't worry about it. So there you are. So let's go ahead and we'll do a combination of standing and sitting in the chair. We do not go down onto the floor in this class, so that's all good news. So let's start standing and then we'll move to the chair and we can move back and forth. You can use the chair for support, for balance, etc. So let's start with the legs nice and wide, about shoulder width. The toes can slightly point out, maybe 10 degrees. And we're just going to start gently circling the hips. Inhaling forward, exhaling, squeezing the navel to spine. So imagine the crown of the head, the whole head itself is like a helium balloon. So you're drawing the crown of the head up to the sky and you're grounding through the 4 corners of each foot. Big full breaths, inhaling forward, exhaling back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then corkscrewing to center. Now we circle the other way. So nice swirl with the hips. You might want to keep the torso neutral or you might want to get it engaged. You can choose. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then corkscrewing back to center. Rolling the shoulders, forward, up, back, and down. You could do this sitting in the chair if you wanted to roll the shoulders. Some people might not be able to stand for long periods, so you can adjust as you need. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. Rolling those shoulders, pumping synovial fluid now into the shoulder girdle. That's the oil for the joints, synovial fluid. Doesn't happen till you move the joint. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2. Very nice. Take the arms down, shake them out. Knees would be soft for this. Inhale, soft knees, arms stretched to sky. I modify on this side because of an injury, but otherwise arms go straight. Inhale up. Exhale, press the air down by the side of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Lifting and pressing. Lifting and pressing. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go ahead and crawl towards the ceiling now. We're climbing our imaginary rope. Oh. And then the trick here is to keep the chest square to the front of your space. So you're not torquing off to one side or the other. You're just giving a nice tug to the intercostal muscles that attach to the side ribs. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Very nice. And then coming back, Sweeping the arms around by the side of the body, bringing them back to neutral here. Let's take the feet directly under the hips, where the femur bone plugs into the pelvic girdle. That's hip distance. This isn't hip distance, all right? So for here, hands could rest on hip crease or waist, and we're just going to keep the feet flat throughout, but we're going to track the knees over the toes, little baby bend with the knees. Inhale, bend, stretching out the Achilles tendon. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, feet are flat. Exhale, straighten the legs. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's stay down on 1, little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Re-straighten the legs. Now, if you need to be near your support, your chair, your wall, maybe a piece of furniture, let's shift the weight into that right leg, lifting the left heel, and we're going to circle the ankle here. Oh. Now, see if you can isolate that ankle joint. That's what's initiating the whole leg to move for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's circle the other direction. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Heel comes down. Shake the legs out if that feels good. Let's go ahead and relift the left heel, adding in the hip now. So the ankle joint and the hip are moving. You can work on your dance moves here. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other direction. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming back to stillness. Let's take the left foot slightly farther forward than the right. You're going to ground the heel into the floor or the mat. The toes point up to the sky. Arm comes up. Inhale. Exhale, bow, and maybe touch the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. You can have one hand on your chair for support. Inhale and exhale. Lifting and folding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to neutral. Left foot meets the right. Shake out the legs. Once again, shifting the weight to the right leg. You might want to have your fingertips on support. Weight is in the right leg. We're going to start a gentle swing with this leg. You can just start out low. You don't have to go crazy. And if you want to lift it waist high, that's an option. Let's do 8, 7, 6, or as many as you can manage. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Slowly de-escalate. There we are. Nice and easy. Let's go to the other side of the chair or the wall or whatever you're using. Just flip it around. And now we're going to shift the weight into the left leg. And now let's lift the right heel. We'll just start by isolating the ankle joint. That's what's initiating the movement. So the rest of the leg can just go along for the ride. This side might feel different than the other side. Just observing, just noting. No self-judgment here. And let's circle the other way. Let's do 4, 3, 2, standing tall, 1. And then the heel comes down, shake it out. Let's relift the right heel. Ankle joint and hip now. Circling, getting the hang of this side, swirling the hip, swirling the ankle for 4, 3, 2, 1. Going the other direction, circling, getting into that rhythm of circling the other way, nice and gentle. 4, 3, 2, Very nice. And then slowly everything comes down. Shake out the leg. Maybe a finger or two on the chair or the wall as you start swinging the right leg. You're staying lifted on the supporting left leg. And the optimum lift would be to waist high only. Big full breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Very nice. And slowly de-escalate. Don't just abruptly stop. Very nice. Shake out the legs. Let's go ahead and approach the chair. So you're going to sit mindfully into the seat of the chair, preferably more towards the front of the chair seat than the back of the chair seat. All right. So from here, let's just start by taking the legs a little bit wider than usual, not too wide. And we're going to start by leading with the chin, exhaling forward. And then you're going to tuck the chin as you roll it up. Inhale up. So we're working on the flexibility of the spine, exhaling forward, tucking the chin, rolling it up on the inhale. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Work on that spine. Inhale up. As much flexibility as you can get in the spine. Exhaling and inhaling. Last time in this fashion, exhaling and inhaling. Coming up to sitting. Now we'll do it the reverse. So you're going to tuck the chin. Inhale. Coming forward, head breaks the waves. Exhale. Getting as much flexibility in the vertebra, all the spongy discs between the vertebra. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Supple spine. Here we go. Back to sitting. Let's take the legs back to parallel. The toes point forward. Let's take the right hand. The back of the right hand presses the outside of the left thigh. We're going to go into a seated twist here. Back of the right hand presses against the outside of the left thigh. The left arm scans the horizon as you twist to the left. And eventually you will come to a sticking point. And at that point, you're going to wrap your arm around the back of the chair so that everything from the waist down is pointing forward. Everything from the waist up is twisting to the left. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying in the twist, but just slightly releasing. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Use that back arm for leverage. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling and squeezing. Inhaling and exhaling. Very nice. Let's unwind slowly. Maybe give the shoulders a little shake. Left hand, the back part of the left hand presses into that right thigh. The back of the left hand presses into the outside of the right thigh. The right arm is straight. You're going to scan the horizon as you start twisting to the right. This side might feel different. And then when you come to your sticking point, your optimum twist, the back arm can wrap around the back of the chair, giving you a little bit more leverage as you get deeper into the twist. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything from the waist down is pointing forward. Everything from the waist up is twisting to the right. Slightly release, only slightly. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Coming around. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take the legs wide one more time. If you have a block or a weight, you might want to use that. If you don't, You're just going to interlace the fingers like we're praying, or you're going to grab your prop. It's going to be called chopping wood. So you're going to lift the arms up, inhale up, exhale, stretch it forward. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Lifting and folding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to neutral, lose the prop if you were using a prop. Hands could be placed on thighs here. Let's go ahead, and it's a sweeping motion starting at the right. You're going to come forward into like a half circle here and then come back up sitting. This time you go to the left and you sweep forward in a half circle. So as we sweep side to side, think about squeezing abdominals, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then going back to stillness, let's go ahead and take right forearm to right thigh. Left arm can stretch up to the sky. So you're pressing on the inside of that right thigh, and the right thigh is pressing into the right forearm. Top left arm stretches up to the sky. Big stretch on the left side of the body for 4, 3, 2, 1. The left arm is circling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming back to neutral in the center. Maybe giving the body a little wiggle to recalibrate. Left forearm presses into left thigh. Left thigh presses into left forearm. Tilting off to the left. Top right arm stretches up to the sky. Try to keep your chest square to the front of your space or your screen for 4, 3, 2, 1. Little circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Coming back down to neutral. Shake anything out. I feel good. I'm going to move these props off to the side. And what we'll do is everyone will turn to the right in their chair. And the idea with this one is that you can have that butt cheek half on and half off of the chair, the front butt cheek, half on, half off of the chair. We're going to go into warrior 1. So you can take this front leg and take it back. Maybe you want to take it to the right angle. Maybe you want to extend it long. You can choose. I'm going to stay right here. And then one arm comes forward and then one arm comes. This is actually warrior 2. Sorry, I lied. So you're trying to keep the whole body in the same plane for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying right here. Press forward, back to center, press back, forward and back. See if you can get a gliding motion going here. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly, arms can come down. Now we'll stay right here for the moment. If you have a strap, you might want to loop it around the shin or the ankle. Otherwise, you're going to grab the top of the foot or the ankle on that left leg, and you're going to press the foot into the hand into the foot. We're stretching out that left quad for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the leg. Slowly come back to center, neutral. Maybe bounce the legs. Let's bounce the legs. And then we're going to move to the left. Now the front butt cheek is half on, half off of the chair. And you're going to take the front leg into a right angle, or maybe this leg wants to go all the way back. The two sides may not be the same. I'll keep it same on both sides Front arm is straight, back arm comes back here. So you're trying to get the body in the same plane for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gliding forward, gliding back, gliding forward, gliding back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Arms can come down with a strap, or maybe with your hand, grab the top of the ankle, the foot, perhaps the shin, and you're going to draw that leg back, giving a huge stretch to the right quad for 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing that foot, coming back to center. I'm going to angle my chair so you can see a little bit better here. Let's go ahead. If you have weights, grab weights. If not, soft fists. All right. So from crown of head to tailbone, it's flat like a diving board. You're sitting closer to the front of the seat of the chair, and then you're going to tilt back. You're going to tuck the chin. Arms come out to the side, no weight or one weight in each hand. Inhale, exhale, closing over the chest. Inhaling and exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, squeeze it, 2, 1. Reopen those bent arms, and we're going to work on the pecs here, little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Close it. Arms can come down. Lose any weights if you were using weights. Now maybe you want to do half and half. The same idea, flat back, tucking into the back of the chair. Maybe one hand behind the thigh. Maybe the second leg comes up. Now you're going to start fluttering the feet, and you're going to start pumping the belly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Legs come down. Let's take the legs wide, and let's just go forward and up. Just a little unwinding, exhaling and inhaling. Last one. Exhaling and inhaling. And then come on up. And now you can sit all the way into the back of your chair for Shavasana, resting pose, corpse pose. And that could mean just sitting tall in your chair, long spine. And the hands could rest on the thighs. Palms down could be for grounding and stability. Palms up for receiving. And once you've organized the arms and the legs, just allow the eyes to drop closed. Relaxing the face and the jaw, the back of the neck. And then noticing relaxation that forms in the soles of the feet, as though we're placing our feet in the imaginary hot tub. And that softness envelops the feet, the ankles, the low legs, the shins and the calves. And then it moves into the knees. The softness moves into the thighs. So now the legs and the feet become very heavy. From there, it moves into the hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, the low back releases. And from there, it moves into the waist, the torso, enveloping the ribs, heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, colon, spleen, pancreas. All the vital organs deeply relaxed. From there, it moves into the chest and shoulders and rolls down both arms all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the fingertips. And then it moves into the throat and the neck. And then it envelops the head all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases. The face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart, eyes sink deep into the skull. As though a white circle of healing light permeates every cell in the body. Noticing the earth below supporting you, the stars, the moon, the galaxies far above. Noticing the right side of the body and the left side of the body, back body and front body. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And here's a little quote from Pema Chodron from her book, Welcoming the Unwelcome. And it's from the chapter called The Fine Art of Failure. We all have tremendous potential, and yet we stay closed in a very small, fearful world, based on wanting to avoid the unpleasant, the painful, the insecure, the unpredictable. There is vast, limitless riches and wonder where we could experience if we fully accustomed our nervous system to the open-ended, uncertain reality of how things are. When we learn how to hold the rawness of vulnerability in our hearts, we will be able to experience our minds and hearts as vast as the universe. So noticing the breath flowing in cool, breath flowing out warm. This breath that has taken you this far. If you'd like to remain in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to stay right there. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs. And then on the next inhale, floating the arms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, stopping at the midline, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, samastiti. This beating heart, wherever you are, is here. And on the next inhale, big full breaths. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.